Hi. So I just got back from a meeting and it was really, really special. It made me feel better, as it always does. And I got to see a lot of people, of course, that are going through the same kinds of things that I'm going through. And I can't explain the experience, really. There's probably about 20 people there, maybe 15. It obviously makes me feel like I'm not alone, and I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. Just the chance to be able to share my feelings with other people who have the same problem or who did have the same problem. There's people with 40 years of sobriety, 20 years of sobriety, 1 year, 6 months, 1 day. I know at times, some people, they let them in and they've only had hours of sobriety. So that's what's so amazing about these meetings, is they don't look down on you. They don't judge you, and they know what you're talking about. Even, I've felt so much shame and so much regret and so very little amount of love for myself. And I mean 0 amount of love for myself. And hearing what everybody had to say today was very special. And I felt very welcomed and very understood. I can't express how grateful I am for that, to God and to Kenny, to my family, just to be able to have the opportunity and the freedom to go to these meetings and to be able to express myself the way I need to, and to just not be judged. I guess I'll say just a little bit of what alcohol has done to me. It's been such a long time since I've made a video, probably more than a year. But it's dreadful, it's scary, it's a nightmare, it's consuming in all ways. It takes my joy, what little I have of it left after drinking so much, and how much abuse I've put myself through, mainly self-inflicted, or just purely as a result of drinking. I know how absolutely damaging, I see how damaging, I have proof in my mind and in my memories of how damaging alcohol is. I feel it everywhere. And I'm not going to let that addiction take my joy away, even if it's hard to see that joy. It's in there somewhere, and I will find it. Just, it's only been right now a week. At times I've gone, I think 3 weeks, and I think the most I've gone was 70 days. But then there's little bits here and there throughout the years, where I've maybe made a week here, or, 3 days to me used to be like, wow, but 3 days is also my hardest day. But lately, if I fall into the pit of alcoholism and I let myself slip, because it's a slippery road, and sometimes I feel so tough. I feel like I can do it, no problem, and I get very excited about sobriety, but then just like a ton of bricks, it hits me one day, where I should just drink and nothing will stop me, even my own thoughts. I'm too weak, which is why these meetings are just so, so important. I don't think I've ever come home from a meeting with an urge to drink. I've come home from meetings feeling full of encouragement and just full of hope, and also a little bit of sadness because of when I hear other people's stories and things like that, it can become overwhelming, but it's just so needed. The stupidity that ensues with drinking is just crazy. I abuse alcohol when I drink. There's no doubt about it, which leads me into hanging around strangers, which leads me into doing drugs, which leads me into just killing myself, spiritually, mentally, and eventually, if I keep going that way, physically, I will kill myself. And what will I leave behind? I don't want to leave behind people saying, well, we knew that was going to happen because she was a lost cause. I don't want to be a lost cause. So with that, I will continue to be grateful, and I don't think I'll be doing much tonight. There's dishes in the sink. I don't have the ambition to do those right now. I will, I guess, in the morning. And when I sleep tonight, I just hope that God is with me, and I know God is with me. But I just want to say I am thankful for the chance to be sober, and that's it. So thank you.